Good morning. Welcome to your daily operations weather briefing at 8:15. Well, we have dreary conditions once again. It feels like we've been dealing with the same weather the last few days, and really we have been having this stalled out boundary south of our region with areas of low pressure riding along that boundary, giving us these cloudy conditions with periods of light rain showers across the region. That'll be the case for much of the day today. We'll have a weak area low pressure moving south of the region, giving us some rain showers this morning and possibly lingering into the afternoon hours. Finally, we'll have a drier air mass moving to the region for tonight with a strong Arctic cold front starting to approach the region. That'll get this low cloudiness and moist conditions out of the region and give us a much drier air mass and also a much colder air mass in the region. Looking at our surface analysis this morning, we do have this boundary, as I mentioned, across the southeast states. Weak areas of low pressure riding along that boundary as high pressure is still across the northeast states. We're kind of in between of those two and allowing for this moisture to overrun over our area and giving us some light rain showers. We'll continue to see the northeast and north winds today and a bit gusty at times, especially this morning. They'll start to die down during the afternoon, evening hours today. See a gust possibly up to 19 to 20 knots for this morning. Looking at our observation page for this morning, we can see we have some light rain, even some moderate pockets of rain moving through the region with some showers that are currently across the southern portions of the Delmarva Peninsula and also across the southern portions of the Chesapeake Bay moving towards our region. These showers move across our area for this morning into the early afternoon hours, and then we'll see a dramatic decrease in the coverage of these showers during the afternoon and later afternoon hours with just some isolated sprinkles across the region. Our temperatures are slightly warmer than they were yesterday, about 4 or 5 degrees warmer at this time, as we do have that area high pressure sliding off the coast, also with a more easterly fetch to our winds this morning, giving us slightly warmer temperatures. We'll see our temperatures warming this afternoon into the upper 50s as we have that cold front, as I mentioned, approaching from the west. That'll give us a little bit more warmer conditions across the region before that cold front moves through. Looking at our high-res HER model, just give you an idea of what the radar may look like this afternoon. This is 9 o'clock this morning, moving to 10 o'clock. We have these showers kind of moving from central Virginia across the southern half of the Delmarva Peninsula. This high-res model is continuing to show some sprinkles or light rain showers through the late afternoon hours into the evening. I do expect those rain showers to become much more widespread or less in coverage once we get into the afternoon hours and into the evening hours. And you can see here this line of light showers associated with the cold front starting to move towards our region, and that could possibly provide us with a sprinkle to move into the early overnight hours. Currently, our weather here at Wallops as of 8 a.m. looking at a few at 2,000 feet, a scatter deck at 27,000 feet, an overcast deck at 8,500 feet, some rain across the area. We have northwesterly winds here at the main base, 340 azimuth at 6 knots. On the island, we are seeing more of a northeasterly flow and a little bit stronger, anywhere from about 9 to 14 knots currently on the island. Temperature is 52 degrees here and relative humidity at 88%. Looking at our risk chart for today, we're going to have those rain showers likely this morning and possibly lingering into the early afternoon hours. As I mentioned, we could still see some sprinkles during the late afternoon hours today with that frontal system still south of the region and that cold front not moving through until later on overnight. We'll see our temperatures, as I mentioned, peaking out in the upper 50s today, 59 degrees today for a high. That'll occur during the mid-afternoon hours today, and then we'll see temperatures slowly drop off tonight. We'll actually see our low after sunrise tomorrow around 8 o'clock at 44 degrees with that cold front and that strong Arctic cold front moving through the region. Our winds will be northerly this morning, turning more northeasterly during the late morning hours, possibly gusting up to 19 knots, as I mentioned. And then during the afternoon and late afternoon hours, we'll see our winds northeast about 7 to 12 knots. Overnight, we'll see our winds fairly light in the early overnight time periods, but then once that cold front does move through, we'll see our winds increase dramatically out of the northwest. By tomorrow morning, we'll see northwest winds at 10 to 15 knots and gusting up to 27 knots. by about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Quickly looking at our risk categories, orange, as I mentioned, a yellow for rainfall from 12 to 4 o'clock, and then we'll see that our winds increase tomorrow morning with an orange from 4 local to 8 local tomorrow morning. Looking at our 24-hour terminal forecast, we're going to have those rain showers in the region. Likely scenario, we will be in and out of the rain showers, so we'll have some dry periods between now and 12, and also a chance of a moderate rain shower when we do have those rain showers moving overhead. After noon today, we'll just have a lingering chance of those rain showers until about 1600 local, and then after 1600 local, we'll only have a slight chance of a rain shower, mostly a sprinkle across the region, and we'll be seeing our sky coverage starting to clear out once we get into the overnight hours. And you can see here by Friday, 4 local, we'll only have a 5,000 foot deck with a few clouds at that level, and by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll have a few clouds at 3,500 feet. Our tides are 1 foot above normal. And looking at our Friday into Saturday, we'll have a cold day for Friday, unseasonably cold, partly to mostly sunny across the region and breezy, so we'll feel colder than 45 degrees, and that high will be around noontime. We'll see our temperatures dropping into the lower 40s during the afternoon. For Friday night, we're seeing very cold conditions for this time of year. Our first freeze, and it will be a widespread freeze across the Delmarva Peninsula. Looking at mostly clear skies, unseasonably cold temperatures, a low of 27 degrees here at Wallops. So the inland locations, we'll see temperatures in the mid-20s. And looking for our possible Antares launch, looking like very good weather overall other than the cold conditions. For Saturday, we'll have mostly sunny skies during the morning, then partly to mostly cloudy by late afternoon evening with an increase in upper level cirrus cloudiness. It'll be unseasonably cold with only a high of 43 degrees. That's going to complete this morning's 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back at 10 o'clock this morning to look at the next 7 days.